Yo, what's good? We just gonna start the live right now. We're gonna talk about Steph Curry. Yo, what's good, Gabe? You trying to come up? I just started this shit. There's no NBA, man. Bro, I live in San Diego, bro. We don't look good right now. So yeah, we're just gonna talk about Steph Curry's peak. What's good? I'm about to send the StreamYard link if anyone wants to join. I was talking to Low earlier. Can't upload videos. What you mean? Okay. Yeah, I was talking to Lo and I was asking him if he thought Magic Johnson or Steph Curry. He was on TikTok. He was on a live stream, and then I joined that other live stream, so it was like a multiple group live stream. And I don't know, Lo was bowling some dude, uh, some like top 10s point guard list. The dude had Bob Cousy and Walt Frazier, John Stockton. He had all those guys above. He had Steve Nash also. He had all those guys above Chris Paul and Jason Kidd. So Low was bullying the guy who had that list, and the whole chat was also bullying him as well. We got a couple people joining, so we're just gonna talk about does Low know you're the person who was spamming pictures of him? No, I don't think he knows, to be honest. Yeah. Well deserved. Low said he only bullies people who deserve it. Yeah, everyone's watching March Madness, but I don't know why though. Yeah, no, you're right. We did make him delete his Discord. Yeah, and I was asking Lil because he thinks Magic Johnson. He thinks Magic is a better offensive player than Steph Curry. I think Steph is better offensively, but like he he said that he wouldn't argue. Yeah, he deleted it. I thought he banned me from his Discord, but he deleted it. I sent out the stream link. Yeah. Hey, but when are you gonna start the YouTube channel, Gabe? So we could do the drafts and throw it in the it was good, Alex.
Yo, what's up?
It was good. Um, you want to talk about the Steph Curry thing?
Steph Curry?
Yeah, or what do you want to talk about? Because the topic it was just gonna be who's better offensively, Magic Johnson or Steph Curry, and then
So,
after that, it's just gonna be anything.
so earlier today, I made my own bracket, like on like paper.
Like a playoff bracket?
Yeah, a playoff bracket.
Um, you said you drew it on a paper?
Yeah, paper version. Like made a bracket and then filled out the teams. Like if the playoffs started today, that type of shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um, are you on your phone? I was gonna say if you want to show like
I'm on my laptop.
who you are.
Yeah.
You could just tell us like who do you have on the conference finals for both like East and West?
Conference finals. Okay, so conference finals. I have Bucks and Celtics Eastern Conference. I have the Bucks winning that one in 7 games.
Bucks and 7, and then what about the West?
Lakers and Suns. Suns in 6.
Yeah, when we did the playoff bracket, like I think like a couple days ago, we had the same thing too.
Mm-hmm.
We had Suns and Bucks, and then you had Milwaukee winning the finals.
Yeah, I had the Bucks winning.
You don't trust the Celtics, man? What's wrong with the Celtics?
No, I just think that the Bucks they're just too good.
Too good. I mean, who's too good? Giannis or
Yeah,
like the whole team collectively?
Giannis and Chris Middleton.
Oh,
Defend.
you trust Chris Middleton off this injury?
Yeah,
I gotta
I think
disagree.
they're going to give Bobby Portis more minutes too. But
See, the thing is, if you give Bobby Portis more minutes, that's gonna take away from Brook Lopez or Giannis. That's why he don't play that much. But I kind of got the same bracket, Lakers and Suns. I got Suns in 5 though. To be honest, like I just don't
versus the
see
Bucks.
anybody. Yeah, I got. Honestly, bro, I don't even know who's gonna win that series between the Bucks and the Celtics. Like both of them are frauds. Like it doesn't even matter who comes out the East. I think whoever comes out the West is gonna win. So either the Lakers or the Suns.
The
Like
Suns don't have anyone to stop Giannis though.
that's the thing though. Like they don't have anybody to stop Giannis, but who's guarding KD? Like because when they did play the Suns in 2021, like you could put Drew on Book, and then like you could basically just double. You know what I'm saying? Let Drew play Book 1-on-1, then double him from time to time, and you could put Drew on CP3 as well. But now with KD, it's like you got to put a good defender on KD. So either you putting Drew on Book or KD, and then we know
Well,
Giannis.
when they
We
would
know,
play in Milwaukee, like when PJ Tucker left, they would have Drew Holiday on KD.
yeah,
That was during in Brooklyn. Like after PJ Tucker left, they would have Drew Holiday on KD,
yeah.
and then they would put like Carter at
That's the
Kyrie.
thing. That's the thing, though, bro. Like they don't have PJ Tucker no more. So it's like if you put Giannis on KD, he's getting fucking cooked. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's gonna take away
Like
from pretty much everything. The only thing about it is just, the only suggestion that the Bucks got this year for Kevin Durant is Jay Crowder, and that's the best they can do.
he not doing shit, bro. Like let's be
He
honest.
hasn't
Exactly.
even played
He just
basketball.
he
Like
just like be, like
he's barely
he just
getting.
a body. He just a
He,
body, bro. Like he's
no,
not.
I think Jay
I mean,
Crowder.
I guess if that's all they gonna need, who else they got? Wesley Matthews, Pat Connaughton, Joe
Like
Ingles.
let's be
Yeah,
serious, bro.
but
None of them are.
Matthews ain't gonna get really
Come
that
on,
much
bro.
minutes
Like, let's be serious, bro. Let's
because
be
I
like
seen
Here's the biggest question right now with Milwaukee. Where are they wings?
they
Like
don't
where the
have any,
hell are they
bro.
wings, bro?
They
Like
don't have any, bro.
they went from damn Malcolm Brogdon to DiVincenzo to PJ Tucker. Now this, bro, like how am I supposed to believe that this team, bro, is limited as they are offensively and as limited as they were offensively when they won the title? How am I supposed to believe they supposed to run another championship back from when they ran 2 years ago? They
They
gotta
not,
prove that 2021 wasn't a fluke.
and we all know that it was a fluke because when you look at it, their offense is so bad. It's like it's on the back of Giannis. If Giannis not backpacking the offense, Chris Middleton and them, they not making up for the rest that you need to win a game. And their defense is shit, we gonna hope that they miss threes. We gonna hope that they miss some threes. But if they play the Suns, you got the mid range and the threes coming in, and their defense is drop coverage. They inviting the mid range.
Well. Here's the thing. Like I think the Suns, the version of the Suns that we talking about hasn't really happened yet. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of teams that's going through more injury problems and more crazy issues than the Bucks, obviously. But if the Bucks are like having the least amount of problems and they could just lean on Drew Holiday as the number two because Chris Middleton is clearly not who he was in 2021. Clearly. So like if they could somehow, if Drew Holiday is going to be a big enough X factor to lift them, like at least lift them first, second, third, like past the to the Eastern Conference Finals and beyond, then I, I don't know, man. Like, it seemed like they can, bro, but I really don't see it happening.
It's like they can, bro. But it's like the thing with Drew Holiday is, bro. Like every year, bro. Like this regular season shit, he'll come through. Like he'll come through. He'll give you 20, 25 every. You know what I'm saying? Just about every night, every other night. But when the playoffs come, and when the defense locking in and they making him make those ISO shots, and he's got to cook up and get his own shot. He's shooting like it ain't looking too nice, man. It ain't looking too nice.
It really
ain't.
Like
We saw last year. Like he was supposed to be the second option.
Yeah,
he was supposed to be the second option. He was just shooting.
I think last year I think he was kind of forced to be the second option because remember Chris Middleton went out in the Chicago series,
right?
And it was kind of okay. Yo, Milwaukee might be able to win this game, but with the defense that they was playing from three, bro, they was getting just shot over. You play that defense against a perimeter team that could really light you up. I mean, but like, let's be honest. It took damn near 18. It took damn near 23s to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, I'm not saying it like, yo, this is all right, yo. This is what it takes to beat this team, and this is how you got to do it. But I'm saying it like, what is the pushback outside of Giannis, outside of Drew Holiday? Like to me, like what is Brook Lopez gonna give you? What is whatchamacallit? I'm like, huh? Like this is weird, man. This is probably the weirdest year. And it's one of the reasons, bro, like it got me believing in like the teams that the young teams and the teams that's like teams like Sacramento, really. It got me believing in them because I'm like, yo, these teams like
this
Kevin
might be
Durant.
the best postseason that I've witnessed.
This is probably the most up and down season in terms of like the usual suspects that we know. The Durant, Curry, AD, LeBron, like Embiid, we can't trust. James Harden, we can't trust. We can't trust Boston. We can't trust. Who can we trust? Who can you trust? That's the whole thing. Like, and that's what it really revolves down to.
Or do you have Magic and Steph offensively? I have both of them top 5 offensive players all time.
Offensively, I definitely got Steph higher than Magic offensively, but I think what Magic bought is like you can't really measure by numbers and this, but in all of those, you would probably have to go deep into like in advanced stats to really manage that, like win shares and win shares and assists.
I think it's close because I have Steph 3 and Magic 4 offensively all the time.
Bro. I'm not gonna lie, I don't got Magic, none of that shit, bro. I got Steph top 5 though, like Magic.
I definitely got Steph top 10, but Magic to me, bro, like, I think Magic impact was totally different than like I guess offensive. Really, it was more so. You got to go deep into like win shares and win shares per player or something like that.
Like once you got to get into the analytics, it's like, bro, you're not really like
definitely.
Like it's a whole different conversation, bro.
Hey,
like,
Drew,
I'm gonna be back. Hold on. I gotta charge my phone. Hold on.
Hey, Drew, your mic is kind of staticky.
Well, my shit.
Yeah, just join and leave and just join real quick.
All right, bet.
Alex, who do you think is a better offensive player? You got Magic or Steph? I think it's Steph.
I got Steph.
Yeah, I think it's Steph because I think he's clearly the better scorer. I think he's more efficient. When it comes to Magic, obviously Magic Johnson is the better floor general and he's the better passer. But when it comes to their playmaking, right? Like with Steph, like defenses, they basically have to guard him. I'm not gonna say at the full court, but like at least at the half court setting, they have to pick him up, right?
Yeah.
And especially with like his off ball ability, like him moving around, like his
Yeah.
gravity, the amount of attention he brings off, like just defensively, like it should outweigh everything that Magic does. Because Magic Johnson's a better on ball playmaker, obviously, than Steph, but Steph's like obviously a better off ball playmaker.
My shit still static.
No, you're
No.
good now.
I'm
Like
good.
he gets his teammates open shots without even touching the ball.
Yeah.
That's how like lethal Steph Curry is.
That's the thing with Steph though. It's like when you look at him offensively, it's like he's probably the only player I could think of in NBA history where like his gravity and his off ball playmaking, like that is his playmaking. Like he can create on the ball, but that's not really what he's asked to do. You know what I'm saying? The level that his off ball playmaking is creating so much. It's creating so many opportunities and open shots for his teammates. It's kind of ridiculous. It's like he's moving off the ball, you know what I'm saying, off pin downs and all of this, and his teammates are just cutting back doors for open layups. Draymond getting slips to the basket, you know what I'm saying? Kaminga's getting wide open dunks through the baseline. It's kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? And he's probably the only person that I can think of that creates the way he does, and this resulting in top 5, top 10 offenses for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And that's what really moves me with Curry because it's like he can do it both ways, but his all ball playmaking is astronomical, bro. Like, and then when you factor in the fact that he got Clay on his team, another top 5 shooter all time, it's like it's overkill. It's like how you want it because you can't leave Clay open. You know what I'm saying? And then if they got other shooters on the court, it's kind of like open season because you got Draymond at the top of the key running the offense. He's the orchestrator. Clay and Curry running around off pin downs and everything, and you got these other players like Wiggins who's athletic as hell.
Yeah,
You know,
cool.
so he could get a bucket on his own. He could cut to the basket. He could play off ball. So it's kind of no way to stop it really, unless you're just switching everything. But it's not too many teams that got that personnel that they can just switch everything. Like we saw it with the Rockets. Like that's kind of the closest you're going to get to kind of like halting or stopping the Warriors. You got to like kind of switch everything. But in today's game, it's not too many centers it's not too many teams that have the lineups that can, you know what I'm saying, match up with the Warriors. And we saw it in the playoff. We saw it in the finals last year. Like,
Hey Gabe, who do you have over Magic offensively? You said he's not top 5, so I wonder who he. You have Steve Nash offensively than
yeah,
Magic?
no, but Magic is damn sure not no top 5, bro. Damn sure. I could think of like 5 players right now in today's game who's better offensively than him. Like,
I mean, obviously it's a long. I mean, it was all time, so the list wasn't just peak. Because if it was peak, then maybe because you would have like a lot of players. But
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I will fuck around and put, to be honest, like, because I include scoring and you know what I'm saying, scoring gravity and scoring in my playmaking. Because when I look at playmaking, I'm thinking of creating for you and your teammates. So I could look at a player like Luka and shit. I could say he's a better offensive player than Magic. Jokic, obviously, I don't even got to speak on Jokic. Like Jokic could be a better offensive player than Magic. You know what I'm saying? Brian, I don't even have to speak on Brian. So that's 3 right there. Then you got Curry, and then you got, I mean, like it's more players I can't even think of them off the top of my head, but it's a lot of players that I could put KD in the same light just because of the way he can score and he could create for himself and the gravity that he has on the offensive end. It's Magic isn't really moving me, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm air taxing, but bro,
it depends how much you value in scoring. To be honest, because like Magic Johnson is clearly the best passer and playmaker all time. So offensively, he's like I don't know how you cannot be the best playmaker and passer and like one of the best, if not the best, floor general,
that's
and
the
then not
thing though.
be
Like,
top five
is he really like
offensively.
was Magic really playmaking or was he just passing? Like, because he did play with
He was doing
Kareem,
both.
but I'm saying, but like, was he playmaking? Like I know he was passing, but like,
I mean,
was
he
he?
was getting his teammates open shots, but like, if you mean like his scoring gravity, I mean, he didn't compared to a lot of players. He doesn't really have the scoring gravity, but like besides everything else, but the scoring gravity, he still was a elite playmaker.
So when you look at playmaking, just take the scoring gravity off. Would you say he's a better playmaker than Jokic?
Without the scoring gravity, yes.
Okay.
Because it would be because he's a better floor general and he's a better passer than Jokic. Because passing's not everything into playmaking, but like if you're an elite passer, that makes you a good playmaker, right? With everything else, like your gravity, being being able to like read mismatches and just like
Yeah.
that stuff into it.
Okay, that's a fair point. So do you got Curry over Magic, or you got Magic over Curry?
No, I got Curry over Magic, but I got Magic like
Curry
4 or
over
5.
Magic.
I got Magic like 5 or 4.
So who's your top 5?
I got LeBron 1, MJ 2, Curry 3, Magic 4, and in 5 it's either between like Kobe or like probably Larry Bird.
Well, let me ask you a question then. Wait, so what do you value more? Do you value the scoring gravity more, or do you value the passing and the playmaking more?
I mean, when I scoring gravity is like when I count it to playmaking, I count it to like maybe like 40% to like 45% of playmaking is like scoring gravity.
Okay. And then
Like
the rest
right about half, yeah.
So if you said that's 40%, let me ask you what puts MJ over Curry offensively?
Hold on.
Well, I mean, obviously he's a better playoff riser, so that would matter as well. He's a better scorer. I still think MJ's a top 10 playmaker as well. And then when it comes to their gravity is close because I think Steph Curry's like probably like second when it comes to gravity. MJ's like right behind him in third.
But let me throw this rebuttal at you though. Like, can we really say that MJ had that much gravity when you couldn't play zone? Like, you couldn't play help defense. You couldn't play zone deep. Like, you had to play one-on-one defense. So was he really requiring that much gravity, or was he just taking advantage of his matchups? You know what I'm saying? Because like, when we look at Curry, like he's getting double teamed off the ball. He's getting, you know what I'm saying? He's getting dragged. He's getting hung. Like his jersey's getting tugged while he's coming off the ball. He's getting the ball. He's getting double teamed off of pin downs. Like when I think about it, like Curry could be in the conversation. I think Curry could easily be over MJ and Kobe. You know what I'm saying? When we're looking at just offensively, especially when we include the playmaking, because.
Oh yeah, offensively, I already have him over Kobe.
So you did have Curry over Kobe. Wait, so what's the difference? So where was Kobe in your list? Was he even top 5?
He's like 5 or 6.
What's the big difference between Kobe and MJ? Because I would say that I would say that Kobe was probably a better passer than MJ.
Offensively, I mean, he was a better scorer. He was a better playmaker. He was more efficient, and he was a better playoff riser as well.
Okay.
MJ is so high on me because of his playoff rising.
Playoff rising. So wait. So you got Kobe as a better play. You got Kobe as a better offensive player than Luka. Well, Luka is a better offensive. When he's a better playoff riser as well, and he's more efficient.
Luka Doncic.
Yeah. Or is it more the longevity for you?
It's still longevity because if we're talking about peak, then I think Jokic should already be like top 5 offensively. So the longevity does matter. Well, I mean, like when he retires, he probably is going to be top 10 offensively, him and Jokic. So we're just gonna have to wait until because Luka's sample size is also small too. Like he only played like I believe like 5 series. Because last year he played 3 series.
Yeah.
And then the 2 years before that, it was like he was losing the first round to the Clippers. So his sample size isn't really that large, so it could help him like boost his efficiency and his scoring and whatever, like his playoff rising. I need to see like more into his his sample size, see if he can maintain that or if he's just gonna drop or rise.
So if he does so let's say he maintains this for another 5 to 7, 5 to 7, 8 years, and he has longevity with it. He's making deep playoff runs. You know, so maybe he wins a chip or 2. Would you put him in your top 5 then? Would you put him over Kobe or maybe even MJ? Would you put him over Curry? Just based off of if he keeps doing what he's doing now, but if he does that for the next 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and he gets another chip or two, would you put him over anybody in your top 5?
Luca maybe because he'd probably be over Kobe because you're saying if he's playoff rising
Yeah, if he's already playoff rising. He's already like
because
if we're being honest, his playoff rising is at the same level of an MJ. Like if we just being right now, that's what he's doing right now. So if he keeps doing that for another 7, 8, 9, 10 years, what would you put him at?
man, he
Would
for
you
sure
have
would
him in
have to
his
be
top 5?
top because he's already a better passer than Kobe, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to their scoring, I mean Kobe's like a 10 score. What I would rate him, Luca would be like a 9 or like an 8.5, right? So their scoring is close. Luca's rising, which means that if Luca was a playoff riser, that means he would just be a better playoff performer than Kobe.
Got you,
Because
got
Kobe,
you.
especially if it's for his career, because Kobe usually like for his career, I believe
Mm-hmm.
he was a maintainer, right? He didn't drop or he didn't rise. He would just
He just stayed the
basically
same.
yeah, he maintained, and that's average throughout his whole career. There's definitely a series where Kobe rise in the playoffs, but like throughout his career, he was just mainly a maintainer.
Got you. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
So Luka
Manu,
and Jokic would for sure be top 10.
oh,
If it's
definitely, no doubt. Like if we just looking at peaks, or you know, what I'm saying, just if we're looking at peaks, I think they're definitely top 10 right now. Manu just asked Steve Nash or CB3. Who you got? Well, are
offensive,
we offensive? I mean, offensive.
offensively is really close. I mean, I'll probably say Chris Paul
Yeah, I will probably have to go Chris
because
Paul because I think he's
he,
a
he's
go
still
to.
a top 5 passer. Because I think Steve Nash and Chris Paul are both top 5 passers.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Um,
I agree with. Yeah, I think I got to go Chris Paul, man, because it's like when I'm looking at their offensive game, both of them as passers, they're what I'm saying, top 5. They're leading these great offenses. Maybe Steve Nash a little bit more in the regular season, but I think that they both translate in the playoffs. They both take it up a notch. But I think that Chris Paul is able to. I think he's a little bit more aggressive, even though they're both passive, kind of scoring wise. I think that Chris Paul is a little bit more aggressive as a scorer. They're both crazy efficient. It's kind of like you splitting hairs. Like you can go either way, but I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Chris Paul, man. Yeah, I
yeah,
got
because
to.
you gotta look at their scoring. Because I think or you gotta look into the playmaking gap too.
Yeah,
Their,
because
their
like
passing, their passing gap is close. So you gotta look into the how far their scoring gap is of Chris Paul to Steve Nash as a scorer, and how far is the playmaking gap in Steve Nash and Chris Paul.
yeah, because when I'm looking at it, it's like the playmaking gap. I might get at to Steve Nash just because I think he might be a better passer. But when I'm just looking at the overall package of them offensively, that scoring that Chris Paul is giving me in the playoffs, I might have to rock with Chris Paul, man. Because I'm looking at his stats in the playoffs, and
Yeah, and
Chris Paul
if it's
goes.
all time, I'm thinking Chris Paul as well because they're close offensively, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you could say they're splitting hairs offensively, but then the defensive gap is just
Oh,
bigger.
it's not even close. Like, it's not even close. It's not even close when we bring in the defense. Like
And the
even though,
longevity, and if you do longevity as well.
oh yeah, no, definitely they both, and then Chris Paul takes longevity as well. Let's see what did Gabe just say. I think a younger Chris Paul would thrive in that D'Antoni offense. Oh
He was
no doubt, bro, no doubt. Because we saw, like, I agree with you, bro. We saw Chris Paul, old Chris Paul, in that D'Antoni offense, and he was running it like a well-oiled machine. Like honestly, if I'm not mistaken, like I think they were just as good with Chris Paul on the court without James Harden, or even better without James Harden and just Chris Paul on the court. You know what I'm saying? During those 2 years, like especially that first year, like they were clicking at a crazy high rate. Like we're talking all time great offenses. You know what I'm saying? And it translated to the playoffs because they was going against Golden State, who was a top 5 defense, top 10 defense in the playoffs, getting it done. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Paul was doing his thing. He was killing. He was taking advantage of Chris Paul. He was killing on the ISO. So we're looking at a young Chris Paul who's younger, more athletic. He's not, you know what I'm saying? He's not getting gas like that later on in playoff series. Like Chris Paul
James
was
Harden or
yeah,
Dwayne Wade. I'm taking James Harden.
James. That's a hard one, bro. That's a hard one, bro. Like,
Is the question offensively or is it just overall? 'Cause
yeah,
offensively,
yeah.
I
I
think
need to
James
know, like, is it offensively or overall? Because if it's offensively, it's James Harden hands down.
if it's overall, it's Dwayne Wade because Dwayne
Yeah,
Wade
if it's
translate in the playoffs
yeah,
better.
if it's overall, it's Wade for sure. But
Yeah,
if we just talking
offensively, I'm thinking
offensively,
Harden because Harden's the better scorer and he's the better passer.
I think I think if we just talk offense, I think Harden damn near clears, bro. Like, cause Harden is a clearly better playmaker, clearly better shooter. The finishing, I mean, Wade got that, but Harden isn't too far behind when you include, you know what I'm saying? Both of them are drawing fouls at the historic rate.
Hey, Nose, I think your mic is echoing.
Oh, was that mine?
No, I think it's Nose.
Oh no, it's okay. And then he said James Harden or AI.
James Harden.
James Harden, bro. James Harden clears, bro. Like,
Offensively and all time.
yeah,
Dwayne.
offensively and all time. Yeah,
You
all
say
time.
what? Oh no, I thought I was answering offensively. Overall, it's Dwayne Wade. If James Harden had similar if he had similar playoff translations, like if he was like the same type of playoff riser or had similar like translations to like Dwayne Wade, I think he would be a better player easily.
No, no doubt. Like if James Harden, like if he, because he was James Harden. Let's be honest, James Harden was kind of for the majority he was dropping. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe the only year he wasn't dropping was maybe when he was with the Nets, but he got injured, so we didn't really see that for too much long. But for the most part, he was dropping. So if he wasn't dropping, if he was maintaining or even of rising, it's no doubt I would have to take Harden. But he was dropping, and Ray was in his peak. He was rising at a crazy rate. Like,
Hey, what's good, Nose? He said AI carried his team to the finals. Harden never did that. I mean, he is right, but the context is that AI never faced a team like the Warriors, and he also was in the weaker conference.
that's what, like, I agree with you, bro. AI did carry his team to the finals, but when we just looking at them as players, bro, we just looking at them as players, like basketball ability. Harden is way
He
like
said he's arguing narratives.
he's clearly better. I agree with you, bro. He's arguing narratives, bro. Like, Harden clears AI offensively, bro. Like, any
Yeah,
way you want to put it, like shot
there's,
creator.
there's really no argument for that one, obviously.
That's what I'm saying. It's no argument, bro. Like,
Besides
Harden,
ball handling, that would be good. I'm pretty
Right?
sure.
I mean, and that's still
and that's still
that's
a
still a
pick
pick 'em.
because
That's
Harden is one of the best ball handlers of all time.
that's a pick 'em. I mean, there's
You
really
know
no.
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
again, you just got to be like a real Iverson fan to really try to make the argument, but there's really no real argument.
Yeah, it's not, other than narratives, bro. It's nothing really to argue, bro. Like, because then, like, even when you say he brought his team to the finals, if I'm correct, I don't think he made it out the first.
Yo,
Was good, killer. He said AI would be better today, though. I agree with
Yeah, he would.
because
He would be better.
He would have the floor
hey, so
spacing.
like,
He would have the floor spacing for his
hey,
shot
here,
for him to be
here's the
better.
answer for the title. It's Steph, and it's probably not close.
Yeah, we all agree on that. Where do you have Magic? Because I have Steph and Magic top 5 offensively, but I have Steph top 3.
I have Steph as an offensive player. I have Steph second, behind only Jordan.
Oh, you have him over LeBron? Because I have LeBron and Jordan over Steph offensively.
I mean, as a scorer, sure, but as an offensive player, argument can be made for Steph to be second. Like he, like the gravity thing is there. That is the 3 point shooting is there, but he's like the perfect piece that you can throw in anywhere, and it opened the game so much, man. He is like it might be S9 territory. He low key might be number one.
Who? Steph
He
Curry?
Steph low key might be number one. Only
Wait,
reason I'm hesitant is
wait.
because of Jordan playoff rise. Jordan playoff rise is way too ridiculous. That's the only reason why I have Steph below
Wait,
Jordan.
wait. Let me ask you a question, bro. Why is Steph over? Why is Steph over LeBron?
Yeah,
Way
because when he
better off ball threat, man. Steph is an off-ball threat, and his gravity, his three-point shooting, and most
Okay.
importantly, dude is
Elbows, what
absurdly
happened?
like after 2060, he's shown playoff resiliency too. Like he was rising in playoffs from 2017 to this season in 2022. He showed
Mhm.
playoff resiliency too, which was a knock against him.
You
Hey,
think,
Jay,
but
you silly man.
isn't LeBron a better playoff riser
I
than
was about to
Steph?
say, like, bro, when we isn't LeBron
He is not
a
only
clearly better
better
playoff riser?
playoff riser, he is significantly better playoff riser.
11.
LeBron is
Wait, who?
LeBron.
Because
Okay,
Steph, like, if you want to say he's a better off-ball playmaker and his gravity's
I'm just,
higher, yes, I agree. But LeBron's a
I'm just,
better on-ball
yeah, I'm just.
playmaker. He's a better passer. I think
But
their scoring
Steph is
honestly is
kinda
close
better.
because I have LeBron fourth all time as a scorer, and I have Steph number 5 as a scorer.
Killer, bro. Killer. Break it down for me, bro. Other than off-ball
Yo,
playmaking, how is Steph Curry a better play? How is Steph Curry better offensively than maybe the
Like
best, than the
man,
second best?
do you know term called relative true shooting?
Wait, what did you say?
Like relative true shooting, Steph was
Okay.
like 30 points on plus 40 true shooting. Like that's some alien shit right there, dog.
Wait, is that for his whole playoff career, or like, are we
no,
just
it's
cherry
not.
picking 1 year?
I'm referring 2060.
Okay, so you picked his best year. So what about
Like
him as a whole? Him as a whole in the playoffs, you're taking him over LeBron James.
not in a
That's wild.
I mean that's different conversation. I mean scoring and offensive player is two different
Even
things.
wait,
Like
even
Yes.
scoring, you're taking Steph Curry over LeBron James, who's a clearly better scorer in the regular season and the playoffs.
Steph is better in regular season, but LeBron
No,
is better in
No,
playoff.
wait.
Yes.
How is Steph a better?
Like this isn't even conversation. Steph is clearly better in regular season. Like what we doing here?
LeBron's 39.
LeBron
Wait,
has
hold on.
averaged 30, like 27 in the regular season for the last 2 decades.
Yeah,
What are
LeBron's
we?
39
Yeah,
right
I
now.
don't know how you just said he
And
was
we
like
all
you
know
just
why Steph
you
Curry average was down because he was playing with Kevin Durant for most of his prime.
wait, and LeBron James hasn't been
What we
playing with.
doing here? What we
Wait,
doing
wait,
here?
wait,
Like
wait,
And
let
LeBron
me
played
And
with
let me
wait,
cook.
LeBron
wait,
played
When
with
Steph
Wade.
Curry was playing as a
Braun
single
played with
star,
bro,
Wade. Braun played with
bro,
Wade,
bro, bro.
Bosh,
That's what I'm
Kyrie,
saying, bro.
Kyrie,
AD,
Love.
LeBron was playing with Wade, Kyrie. He's playing with prime Anthony Davis right now.
yeah,
You
in
gotta
all those seasons, LeBron averaged 26, 25 points.
LeBron's
yeah,
averaging
because
20.
Exactly.
he
He's
is that
averaging
good at
20.
scoring.
He's averaging 29 right now. What are you saying, bro?
That's right now when Anthony Davis was out for most of the season. Like, and
He's been
are we gonna
averaging
sit
around
here and
27.
pretend that this season LeBron is anywhere near close to Steph Curry best offensive season? Like, get out of
No,
here.
no, no.
Nobody's saying that. He's 39. I don't think you're comparing LeBron now to like those are two
LeBron is
different
still
levels.
averaging
Like, you can
26 a game
bring
with
me
80.
any LeBron season. Do you wanna bring his Miami season? Do you wanna bring
You
his
can go his
Cleveland
Miami.
stint?
You can go his
You can bring his
Cleveland.
first Cleveland stint, bring his
No,
best
because
scoring season, and Steph 2060, Steph this season, and Steph
yeah,
in
scoring.
2021
I
will body
not
it.
consistent in scoring. Just using just using a singular season when LeBron has done it consistently for the last 500 billion years.
Like, if your
He's
argument
saying
is that
three.
LeBron is a better scorer because of consistency of
Yes.
27 for like fucking 2
Yeah,
decades,
consistency is a
fine.
thing.
Then that's the argument. Then I will concede. But to that, I would argue that Steph is also almost reaching 10 years sample size or 26 for nearly 10 years. Steph is hitting that.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He didn't score 26 or 25 plus per game until 2016. That's not that.
Didn't
And he
he
was
have
in.
24 to 25 point season in 2040?
15. Yes, he did.
In 2040, if I remember correctly, he have more assists than 2050 season.
No, that's not true. I'm pretty sure. That doesn't
Eh,
sound. Yeah, he didn't.
As a scorer, though, I will die on that
23.
hill. That
Yo, killer, bro. I've been hearing you cap the whole time, bro.
Yeah, it's not.
Bro,
It's
you've
not.
been, bro. Ever
like
since you just joined the live, you've been capping, bro.
You talk about three
you
specific
can bring
seasons.
You're talking about-
volume and efficiency, and Steph would have better
Yeah,
season
you
in
know,
both
he's not more
departments.
efficient than LeBron James. He's
LeBron
not
was
more
plus
efficient, bro.
10.
Yeah,
LeBron
you're
was
talking
plus
about
Yes,
all
10
he
these
is
in
clearly
2020s.
more efficient than LeBron. What are we doing here?
Killer,
Bro,
you're talking
He's
about all
hitting
these.
67% true shooting. LeBron
Bro,
never
you're
did
talking
that
about
in his
true shooting with
life.
that includes
talk-
free throws, bro. That includes.
Yeah,
I'm
you talking about you using
Like,
these analytics stuff.
bro.
You
You're
talking
using
about true
analytics.
shooting
You're using
relative to
analytics,
shooting.
like,
bro.
Watch
You're
the
using,
like,
game.
bro.
When you watch the games,
I think Steph is
the-
more efficient. I think Steph is more efficient in the regular season than LeBron.
yes. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean,
yeah,
we do
that's
gotta measure
exactly.
true. We can't measure field goal percentage because true shooting is true efficiency. So I think he is right on the
Yeah,
efficiency part because Kevin Durant's also more efficient.
easily.
Kevin Durant's also more efficient than
Both of them
than
are
LeBron.
more efficient.
and also LeBron is a bad free throw shooter, so that's a
Yeah, so
huge
that
part
knocks
of
him
it.
down.
That's a huge part
That
of it.
knocks him down, though. Though,
And
like,
obviously,
like
it
true
will knock him
shooting
down because
argument does.
he's just a worse
True
shooter than
shooting.
Steph and LeBron. So it's gonna hurt his
Yeah.
efficiency.
LeBron was, but like LeBron was still plus 10 true shooting in the.
Oh yeah, LeBron was so
season.
efficient. I'm not saying
Yeah,
he
he was
was
still plus
inefficient.
10
He is
relative
plus
true
10 and
shooting
Steph is like
in
plus
Miami.
40, plus 30 territory, bro. What we doing
What
The
are
here?
you
argument,
talking
the argument
about?
scoring.
plus 30,
No.
plus 40.
Like
Yes, Steph in
Bro.
2060. He had plus 30 season. I'm pretty sure.
He was like plus
Yeah, these are
13 maybe.
all-time great series. I think that was his unanimous year. The unanimous.
Yeah, he was like plus
And not
13.
only that, I'm pretty sure he have plus 12 season again in 2021.
That's
Yeah, these are.
possible.
It's very possible. Yeah, he had all-time
And
great.
not only that,
Nah, he was plus
listen
10.
me out,
He was
listen me
not
out.
even
Let
plus
me cook
10.
now. In
But
2021,
you're
he
talking
has
about
zero offensive help. He has
Right.
zero offensive help, and he was triple team in
He
whole
was plus
possession.
8. He was plus 8. No, he wasn't triple team in all positions there.
Yeah, he was getting zero offensive help that year from
Yeah,
Warriors.
that's
Clay
what
was
LeBron
out,
has been dealing with for
And that
like
was
his
LeBron.
entire
But
first
hasn't
season.
hasn't LeBron?
2018.
and yeah,
Wasn't
LeBron did that.
wait. Wasn't LeBron dealing with that his whole first stint in Cleveland? And then and
Cleveland,
also
true. That's true.
Curry
That's
still
true.
had Andrew Wiggins that season, who was still really
And-
good. He was
and
averaging.
then
Andrew Wiggins was
didn't-
bummed that season. Let's
Wait.
No, he
talk
was.
like
No, he
No,
that.
he was
not,
a
bro.
38.
No, he was not.
He was a.
Bro.
He was like a 19 point per game scorer and shooting 38% from three. He was not bad.
Bro, he was pretty efficient, bro. He's been
Yeah.
Andrew Wiggins has always
Yeah,
been.
capping right now. He
Check the
started
numbers.
season really
He
bad.
just gave you the
No,
same
no.
numbers the way you
No,
give
bro.
numbers.
Ever
And
since
he's capping
Andrew
with
Wiggins-
numbers.
Andrew
How you
Wiggins
capping with
scoring.
numbers?
Andrew Wiggins
I-
scoring wise, he's been the same player since he got to Golden State. Actually, I think he's more efficient from the three. Like
It's just that he got a bunch
He
of
also
good
had
players
Jordan
around
Poole.
him.
Essentially,
He has
they
good
cut
players
his
around him.
all long too and Steph shoot the fucking threes.
He has a bunch
Yeah,
of good
actually-
players around him. This is what happens when you
Yes.
have good players around you.
It's like
You look
Golden
good.
State was still shooting well without outside.
Yeah, bro,
Like,
but
that
that,
was still
like,
a really strong
Andrew Wiggins has
shooting
been like this his whole career.
he's been like this his whole career. He just
got
in
good
he's
players
just in the
around him.
spotlight now, so we see it.
Yeah,
bro.
he has
But
good
that-
players around
But
him.
that point you just made with him being you said Steph was being triple teamed or whatever, bro.
That's cap.
That's first off, that's cap.
He was.
Wait,
He was
first off,
getting heavy defensive.
okay.
He was
LeBron,
getting
bro,
heavy
LeBron,
defensive
team,
coverage.
Nobody's getting
Bro.
triple teamed.
that's the thing, bro. Like the defense that you're talking about, Curry received. LeBron
LeBron was facing even more tougher defense than that back in 2007.
That's what I'm saying. So that was actually a bad point that you made. When actually I could use that to argue for LeBron because he was dealing with that for a longer time in his career than Steph for that 1 year.
2018,
Yeah.
bro.
And when we look at 2018, LeBron,
2080, he have decent offensive team though.
No, we
Decent.
Somewhat.
Who?
Who on that team? Like
Who?
what fucking
Then they
Kevin
traded
Love?
half the team at the deadline.
I just want you to name who was this offensive help. I want to hear it.
Kevin Love in regular season that year, he was decent. And Kyle Korver was there. There
Kyle
was
Korver.
George.
Kyle
Bro
Korver.
said
Please
Kyle
don't say George
Korver.
Hill. Please don't say George Hill.
Kyle
I'm
Korver.
not
You're
gonna
about to
say
cap. You're about to
George.
cap.
Just
really,
stop it,
really
Kyle
hyping
Korver.
up
You're about to
Just
cap,
stop
bro.
it, Kyle
47-year-old
Korver.
Kyle
Kyle.
Korver was
Yeah, I'm
the only.
stopping at Kyle
Just
Korver. I
stop
ain't
it.
gonna
Bro,
say.
you're fucking capping, bro.
Jesus Christ. 37-year-old fucking.
Come on, bro. We talking about a washed up old K. Look, Kyle Korver was on his last leg, bro. Like,
Yeah,
what
bro
are
was 36.
Kyle Korver played 2 seasons after that.
He was
If I remember.
36.
But
He
what
was
I'm saying is,
36 and a
he was on
6
the
point.
he was on the last leg of his career, bro. He had like he only played like
He was
1 or
a
2
he
more
was
years
a
after that.
9 point per game scorer.
Those
Come
checks
on,
are
bro.
nice. I would take them checks as long as I could. Them checks.
Oh,
nice.
facts. Yeah,
I'd
give
have
me that
played
bread.
2 more years too.
Give me that. Like he wasn't even averaging double digits, bro. What?
I'd have played
That's
2 more years
offensive
too.
help to you.
I'd have been over there
Hey,
clapping like
man.
Theo Pinson.
And then let me pull up Kevin Love, bro, because I don't think he was
He
really
was actually like an 18-point per game scorer that season.
in the
He
regular
was
season.
all-star. He didn't fucking
Yeah, I
forget
think
to
it was
play
only
basketball.
It was only Kevin Love. That would be it.
Oh, he was balling out in the regular season. I don't think he was doing that in the playoffs though. I'm pretty
He
sure
was not.
wasn't doing
In
He
that.
was
playoffs,
like
he was
He's never
depression.
really good, but he's not a playoff player. Kevin Love
Okay.
he's just not a player.
falls in the
Okay.
Yeah, he shot under 40% in the playoffs.
Yeah, he usually stinks it
So
up.
did JR.
So I'm just trying to get this. I'm trying to get this understood. So your main argument for Curry over LeBron was
By
it
the way,
efficiency?
your mic is weird.
In the regular season.
Efficiency and volume too, if I remember correctly.
Volume? Because
definitely there.
it couldn't be volume because LeBron takes that, bro.
Didn't Steph have like
Hey, pull up, Gabe.
what?
Hey, Drew, your
I
mic
mean,
is kind of lagging.
My
again.
mic is.
I
I'm
would
about
say
to join
that
it. I'm about to leave it,
volume might be there because if we adjust his like LeBron have 31 on 2006, but
LeBron
and
in
if we
2018 is
adjust,
probably the best offensive player we ever seen.
Who? Say that one more time.
LeBron in 2018 is probably the best offensive player we ever seen.
That's very possible, yeah.
I mean, I
That's up in
think
there.
as a scorer, I mean, what are we talking about? As a
Nothing
scorer,
offensively.
as a offensive player, I would still lean towards
Yeah, can y'all
Curry,
hear
but
me?
as a
Can y'all
scorer,
hear me
I
clearly?
think
Mike in
LeBron
like
is better.
88 or 87. It's over 88,
Is my mic
88.
tripping now? Is it still tripping?
No,
No,
I'm
you
good
good.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, as a
2018
scorer,
LeBron,
Mike in like
as a
88 or
scorer,
89
I
might be
have
up there, too.
as a scorer, I have LeBron, but as an offensive player, I have Curry.
Oh, it's about to be
Scorer is
that's
LeBron.
just not a good
That's
take.
still cap, bro. Like
That is just not a good
that's
take.
still cap, bro.
Yeah, that's
Like LeBron is
Curry's just your guy.
LeBron
man.
is arguably the best on-ball playmaker in NBA history, bro. Like, what are we?
And Magic was probably.
Are we sure he's better than Steve Nash, dog?
He
No,
was,
I said
LeBron was playoff.
I said he's arguably, but
LeBron was playoff rising. He was literally giving you like 35, 9, and 9 in like the playoffs.
He was giving you like
That's-
18 billion.
if you want to go,
That's happened.
no, I'm
That-
saying if you want to go playoffs and you want to pick Curry in 2016, like if I bring up LeBron in 2018, like I'm pretty sure it's damn near a wash, bro. Like it's damn near a wash.
Nah, he said regular season on his behalf.
Regular season. Oh, okay.
I said regular season. I'm not stupid enough to put. We ain't messing with playoff LeBron, okay?
He
Like,
said regular season.
like,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
it's regular season. Like, here's
I
the
mean, we can
hot
make it-
take. Like, LeBron in 2009 have better run than any Michael Jordan in playoff. Here you go.
No, what's say that one more time? In 2000,
That's not even
2009.
2009.
a playoff
he's not-
run?
he-
Nah.
The playoff
That's
stats
better than
maybe.
any Jordan playoff run.
Who
Here
did they
you go.
play?
If you want
Who did they play?
He plays.
Hawks, Piston, and Orlando.
Exactly.
He sweeps the Pistons. He sweeps.
Orlando was the only
Hawks.
good team.
How is that a good run?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
He's
Hey,
just
man,
talking because his
production.
stats are absurd.
What was the the
His, like,
stats?
his numbers are fucking absurd.
But
I'm
if
sure-
we
I'm sure Mike
wanna
got a
use
couple-
to,
I'm sure Mike got a
if
couple
we
years.
wanna use the
Until Lonzo
scoring
was-
rise in relative to playoff, relative to what competition you face,
Yeah, I don't really.
man, that
know.
1995 Hakeem Olajuwon run. If you want us, your criteria is how well you rise. If you have great competition,
Bro, what
if
was
that's
he
the
talking
argument,
about?
then Hakeem Olajuwon in 95, man, that's top
What-
one
what
by
is-
a landslide.
No.
Dirk in 11.
Yeah, Dirk in 11
No,
is an underrated playoff run.
That's right there with the dream run.
Olajuwon was better in every department, though.
No, he was not a better
Probably
scorer,
not a scorer, not in
and
efficiency scoring, I'm sure.
he also didn't face as hard, and
And
he didn't beat us in
the
first.
competition, you definitely
Yeah,
can't argue the competition.
yeah.
That's not even a conversation.
Bro,
I'm
Dirk
not even gonna entertain the conversation
swept
of
the
competition.
back-to-back champions, and he beat OKC, and then he beats the Miami Big Three. He
Yeah,
was
that was
absolutely on demon time that
I get
season.
what was the dream run? Hakeem, they beat the Jazz, then they beat Barkley, then they beat David Robinson. He was the MVP that year, and then they
Yeah.
beat swept Shaq and them. So that was a hell of
Mm.
a run. But yeah, that Dirk run is that's unmatched.
Hello, yeah, can y'all listen me? Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure that, like, if I remember correctly, didn't Olajuwon average 33, 35 point in 1995?
Against
Something.
David Robinson, in that series against the Spurs, he did. Yeah,
Yes,
No,
because
no,
David
for
Robinson's
entire
a fucking
playoff run,
fraud.
he averaged 33, something like that.
nah, I
Dirk
don't.
had the best playoff run, but Hakeem is second.
Yeah, Hakeem is definitely two. I don't think he averaged 35 for that run. I
He
could be
definitely
wrong, but I
did.
It
don't
was
remember.
35 or 33, some
I mean,
absurd
Yeah, he was
shit
maybe
like
averaging
this.
33 points a game.
somebody could pull it up. But
Yeah,
I
he
think
did.
that was
He
the
averaged
series.
33 a game. That
33
series.
again for the run.
Yeah, but he wasn't nearly as efficient as someone like Dirk.
Oh, okay, yeah. And
Of
Dirk
course.
is a hell of a playoff riser too. So Dirk
No,
went
he's
into like
not. Dirk is a playoff choker outside of 2011.
what?
Let's
What are you
keep
talking
it
about?
real.
Okay,
No,
let's.
that's a
Hey,
fact.
hey,
Dirk
hey,
was a
hey, hey,
Hodgins.
hey, man, hey, man,
Bro,
hey,
Dirk
man.
was a
hold on,
perennial
hold
second
on.
or first round
How's he a
exit.
play? Oh yeah, that's fair. Where else was he a playoff choker? Because everything he does goes up in the playoffs. Rebounds, points,
What happened in
same
07?
volume.
What
They
happened in
lost.
07 when he shot
Everybody.
38% from the field?
Yeah. I mean, everybody has
Or
those.
in
Everybody has.
05 when he
Everybody
shot
has
40% from the field?
on the playoff run to the finals.
No, that's the year before. That's 06. He goes to the final.
Okay, so you said 05. Yeah, I mean everybody has those fall offs.
Yeah, but he got bitched by he played ass versus a terrible defense.
Okay, but then you could say the very next year
Okay,
when
so like
he beat
here's the
hold on,
number,
he beat the
okay?
Spurs. He
Here's
beat the
the
number
number,
one
here's the
Spurs.
number.
No, he beat the number 2 Spurs, then he beat the number 1 Suns. He was a bitch then too.
I don't think where's the Suns? No, where are the Suns really? The one seed,
So
no
you
6.
would
They only have
Hey,
6.
Well, he beat the
hey,
Spurs. No,
hey,
the Spurs was
Yeah,
hey,
one.
here's the
he
number.
beat the Spurs.
Dirk in
The Spurs was the
2011
one.
averaged 28 on 61% true shooting.
The Spurs were one in that year. They beat the Spurs in the second round
And
of the conference
Olajuwon in 95
finals.
averaged what?
Tell me,
20, 33 on
what are
56,
you?
man.
Who was the second
Olajuwon
best
have
player on
better
those
What are
run.
you
teams?
guys
Like, let's
talking about?
stop the Kev.
What?
Who was the second best player? Who was his help on those teams?
He had like Jason Terry, Jerry
Yeah,
Stackhouse,
great
Josh Howard.
great players in your
Good
estimation.
players.
Like,
Pretty
They
solid
listen,
all
players, good
shot
y'all.
players.
Like,
40% from three
look,
that
look,
series.
look.
Give me the
Dirk,
list. Give me the
Dirk,
long list. Hold on,
don't
killer.
let
Hold on, killer. Hold on, killer.
2007 and
Hold on, killer.
2006
Hold on,
final
killer.
fool you
Killer,
all
killer.
Talking
Hold
into
on,
about
killer.
thinking that
everybody
Dirk
else.
is a
Killer,
joker.
killer,
He's
killer,
playoff riser.
killer. Give me the short list of guys who's carried that same type of talent to finals.
LeBron,
What are
Akeem.
you saying? Like,
Oh, you
Hold
talking
on,
about
killer.
like
like
Hold on,
2011?
killer.
You
I
talking about
don't think
2011
Akeem
Dirk?
has been talking about Dirk. No, we were talking about like
1975
06, I
Rick
think.
Barry.
Oh yeah,
His
Rick
team was
Barry.
way worse than Dirk.
Because I mean, you can't say he's a playoff dropper when you're nitpicking years, but I'm nitpicking the years where he was a playoff
He is
riser.
not
No,
dropper. Stop
but
capping.
I'm not
can you
saying he's a
shut the
dropper.
fuck
I
up,
didn't say he
killer?
was
2002
Killer,
playoff
can you
rise,
stop?
you just yelling.
2003
Killer,
playoff
can you
rise,
stop?
2004
Killer,
playoff
can you
rise. Do you
stop like
wanna me
fucking
go on?
screaming?
Killer.
Killer, can
You
you
gotta
stop screaming for
chill,
2
bro.
seconds?
Chill,
We can like
chill,
actually talk
chill.
instead of. I'm pretty sure Dirk was Dirk a playoff riser. I'm gonna check. Give me a
Check
sec.
it. He goes from 20 a season, and he goes to 25 in the playoffs. Same
Mm.
efficiency, more volume, rebounds go up, everything rises in the playoffs. So for you to say he's a playoff dropper is crazy.
Nah, his efficiency goes down.
And
Dub tricked you all, man. Dub tricked you all.
the
Like,
only two players that you could bring up that brought that type of talent to the finals was LeBron and Hakeem. That's pretty
No, that
good
was just the
company.
first 2 I mentioned. I'd
Yeah,
also
because that's all that came to your mind.
no, yeah, those are the 2 first that come to my mind. Yes,
Exactly. I
they
said
are
give me the long list. You ain't you. I'm still waiting for the long list.
okay. Let's go. through some history then. Let's see. I'd say Rick Barry did it once.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned Rick Barry.
Yeah, I know you did. That's cool. I'd say, let's see, who's another. It's hard to remember all the old teams. Fucking hell.
I know that's fair.
Because there are like a lot of
In
them.
other words, it's a short list. Is the point I'm making.
It is a
Another
short
one
list,
is
but
LeBron in
It's a short list.
2016. He have no All-Star or All NBA
Yeah,
team,
LeBron.
right?
Exactly. In 06, his second best player is Josh Howard and Jason
No, no,
Terry.
no, no. I'm referring 2060. He also don't have any All-Star teammate or All
Wasn't Jerry
NBA
Stackhouse like
teammate.
no? Jerry Stackhouse was pretty good.
I
He
mean,
was
just
a, he
looking at
was
the
a,
numbers,
he was
Jerry
pretty good.
Stackhouse was
if I'm just looking
washed
He
at
was
the
in
pretty good.
2006.
Matter of fact, hold
Don't
on,
lie,
hold on, hold on.
man. He
And
was
another
coming from bench.
and
That's why y'all
Yeah,
should
so
watch
he was
before you say some
he
shit
was
like
a
that.
sixth
hold
man.
on and Drew, you got the numbers up,
I
and
was about to. Yeah, I'm
you got
looking
the
at.
numbers up. Dirk creates so much space. There's nobody on that '06 team that even averages more than 4 assists, and they still get to the finals. So it's not like he's playing with
It's a
great
very weird
playmakers either,
system.
huh?
It's a weird system.
He's not playing with
You
great
know, I'm
playmakers. It's his gravity.
Yeah, obviously it's just gravity. That's Dirk saying he's a big man who can shoot.
Yeah, his gravity is creating all of that,
But his second best player was probably Jason Terry. He was fucking bowling.
and that's a
That was
solid player. That's
Jason
a
Terry or
solid.
Josh Howard.
And those are
They
very
were
good
both
players.
good.
No knock to those players, but those are not all-time
And
great
they
players. Those
were
aren't all the same
nothing
players.
compared to Manu Ginobili or Tony Parker. They have no fucking business to beat Spurs in 2006, but they did because Dirk was that dude.
And I'm sure
Probably.
you see the playoff numbers from versus his regular season number. He rises in the. He had some
yeah,
bad. 07 is terrible. I never could make it.
yeah.
He had some really bad playoff run. I'm not saying he
He had
And
a
did,
lot of them.
almost
but
all legend in
overall,
NBA history have bad moments like that.
that's what I'm saying. Everybody does, but overall, he's a playoff riser. Overall, he's a ceiling riser and he's a floor riser.
Yeah, I'm looking at the numbers. I mean, for the majority, he's been playoff rising. He's either staying, you know what I'm saying, staying at the use it.
04 was also not a good year. He
Yeah,
he
if he
lost in
doesn't
the
get hurt, they go to the finals that year.
Which year was
They
that?
go to
04.
2003.
I mean,
04
three.
that was
Pardon
2003.
me. 03. Pardon me.
yeah, I
03.
thought so.
2003, they won 62 game here.
He
And
got
you
hurt.
know why
60.
they were beating Spurs has? Because they finally found good defense
And then he
around
got hurt.
Steve Nash,
He got
around
hurt that
Steve
year.
Nash and Michael Finley. They were
If he ain't get
blowing
hurt
team
that year,
out.
they go to the finals in 03 if he don't get hurt that year.
I'm pretty sure the Spurs were up 2-1 when Dirk got hurt or like left.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, they
uh,
were 2-1, but series still goes to six
they
game
go to the
without
finals with
Dirk.
that.
Yeah, that's an
They
interesting.
went,
Call it a hot take.
and if they went to final, then like the biggest achievement of King career don't happen. That's another what if. Like
Yeah, no, I would say that Dirk, for the majority of his career, he's actually playoff right. I mean, I don't think you could call him a playoff choker, to be honest. If I'm just looking at the numbers,
He just lost him at some series. He shouldn't. He shouldn't
yeah, he
have
was just
lost.
losing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call. He just
He,
folded.
he
I would
was
say.
He wet
losing.
the
He
bed.
was losing some series. He shouldn't have been
He
losing.
definitely wet the bed. He definitely pissed the
like
bed.
think about 2006
Like
Miami Heat. Do
with
you all
Steve
don't
Nash,
know is
Michael Finley, and
that
like
in
he shouldn't have
2006
been lost.
that
He shouldn't have lost to the Kings in 04 probably. Should he have
Yeah.
lost to the Kings?
Kings
I
were
can't say that.
literally
He wet the bed a
contender.
bunch
What
of
are you
times, but
talking
everybody wet the
about,
bed.
bruh?
That was
Kings
like
Everybody
were
wet the bed.
Kings were
Wait,
favorite in not only 2002,
oh my
Kings
god!
were favorite in 2003,
I
Kings
actually
were
got to
favorite in 2004,
Can I
and
mute
Kings were
Killer
actually
Houston?
good defensive team. Mavericks were not a good defensive
Someone
team.
like
Hey,
tell me
Mavericks team
because I
suck in
cannot. His
2004
voice
on
kills my
defense.
ears
hey, most
completely.
overrated and most underrated player all time.
All time.
Most underrated, probably just like peak wise or
Most
career ranking.
I think it's
Right.
all time, so I'm pretty sure it'll be just career.
Then I can't say Bill Walton because he was good for like 2 seconds and
Yeah,
really
it's
good
like
for that.
2 years for real.
Yeah, Bill Walton was just like elite for like 2 seconds and then he
Yeah,
just
he had
died.
the feet. Yeah, the feet.
So he's
he have
overrated.
good six-man year in 1986 though.
Bill
Yeah, he
Walton
was solid after that, but his potential of what he was supposed to be
Yeah.
was not what it
He
ended up being.
and Bro
please
was
dispute it.
Bro was like a like he was like the first variation of the passing center, but he was also just like a all-time great defender.
Yeah, now Bill Walton was like
So
that when he was
like
healthy.
here's my one. Like most underrated player of all time, my pick goes to Elgin Baylor for that.
No,
Underrated or
no.
overrated?
Most
Elgin is not.
underrated.
He is not the
Underrated.
most underrated. No,
Yeah,
that I
most
that I
underrated. I think
Go
that's
ahead.
Elgin Baylor.
Run it off in the order. Go ahead, Killer. Give your overrated and your underrated. We're just
Yeah,
running
go
some
ahead,
type
bro.
of
Go
order
Most
ahead.
overrated
so
is
we can
Larry
hear each other.
Bird, and
yeah,
most
that's fair.
underrated is Elgin Baylor.
I wouldn't
Okay.
say. Mm, nah, Elgin. That's hard to say.
Elgin Baylor was really good, man. Like
Nah, he was
Elgin.
people,
He was good,
like
but he was consistently getting his ass beat by either the Hawks or the Celtics.
and he look at his number, dog.
who was
Look
it?
at
Was
Yeah,
his.
Elgin? Who he said Elgin and who else?
Elgin. He
Larry
said for
Bird is
Overrated.
overrated.
Elgin Baylor for underrated and Larry Bird for overrated.
Oh,
I
okay, that's
mean,
hot. That's a
I
hot
know.
take.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Elgin kind of got his ass beat by a fucking.
And he was playing with fucking scrubs in earlier part
He
till he
got
got
he.
Jerry
I mean,
West in
yeah, like
1961.
Gail Goodrich, and
Gail
Archie
Goodrich
Clark.
was in 1964. He was drafted there. That's half of his career. Like, stop
I'm
the
talking
cap.
about 1967 when he got outscored by Archie Clark and got cooked,
And
swept by
and he was past
fucking
his
Rick Barry.
prime by then. He
He
was
was
old.
cool. He also didn't win shit in his early years.
Go ahead. Go.
And in his
What's your
earlier year, he did not
point of
even
view?
have Jerry West. That's why I say he's underrated.
He
Like,
was just getting his ass
okay,
beat
he
by the
lose, but
Go
you
Celtics.
know
ahead,
what
Drew.
he
Who you
was
got,
doing?
Drew?
He was averaging 40 points in NBA final. He
Yeah.
was averaging
Okay. I
39
think it's
points
a case.
for
I think it's a.
entire playoff run. And you cannot bring the
Ooh,
pace and
Yo, let
inflation
me.
argument because pace gets absurdly slow in playoffs.
Yo, let him rock. Don't
Yeah,
debate his pick.
no,
you
you
hilarious,
definitely can.
bro. Let me get this off though. I
The
think the
pace was like 125 or
most
In
so.
playoffs, not in playoffs,
Yes, it
not
was.
in playoffs.
Yes, it was. It was also fucking hyper high in
Go ahead,
playoffs.
Drew. Go ahead, Drew.
for me, I think the most overrated player, I gotta go Steph Curry, and then the
Ooh.
most underrated player. mm, it's a crazy one. I want to go. Damn, bro, I can't even think of one to be honest. I would probably say Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas.
Ooh,
The
that's
best one, Isaiah
interesting.
Thomas.
He said better
That's interesting.
defender, Jaden McDaniels or Vanderbilt, Jared Vanderbilt.
It's Jaden McDaniels.
McDaniels.
It's McDaniels.
It's,
It's
Um,
definitely McDaniels.
It's
Yeah,
definitely.
I think as a
Just-
perimeter defender,
No,
it's Jaden McDaniels.
It's McDaniels. Vanderbilt is just like the reason we say Vanderbilt is because we're more exposed because he plays in LA now.
You just see the
No
Lakers
one
all
watches
day.
Minnesota like
Yeah,
ever.
pretty much.
Out of the games, I think Vanderbilt is better fighting off the screens, but I think everything else is McDaniels. I think
And
McDaniels is more
McDaniels
switch. I
kind
think
of-
McDaniels
even-
more.
McDaniels-
I think McDaniels
even-
more switchability. He's a better perimeter defender. I think
I don't know
Vanderbilt is
about
better at.
switchability. Vanderbilt's switchability goes insane.
Yeah, it is. but
Vanderbilt is
They're
absurdly
both-
insane. And
I think Vanderbilt's also
is
better just fighting off the screens too. Like
Yeah, he has a bit better.
and
style.
Vanderbilt
Wait,
is
wait,
good
wait.
perimeter defender too. Like dude can guard Luka Doncic. He can guard Devin Booker.
I don't know.
He's
When I was
strong,
about to
he's
say
nice.
like
McDaniels is
And
a bit
Daniels
weak.
is long. Daniels got the
I was about
length
to say
though.
like McDaniels
He's
could do the
good.
same. Like McDaniels, he can fight through screens as well, bro. He's one of the
Yeah.
long.
McDaniels
He's one of
is a
the.
bit. Is a
He's one of the lengthiest defenders in the league.
Yeah, I was about to
Similar
say,
to
yeah.
Yeah,
got
but
similar
like
to
on
a-
the other hand,
similar-
he's like really
sim-
like fucking. He's very light. He's like 180 pounds or something. It's
But I would say even then though, like he's one of the lengthiest defenders in the league. He's probably one of the most
Like,
peskiest. He's
Here's
probably
the
one of the
deal though,
most.
like all the Rudy Gobert apologists were saying that when he will get some perimeter player to take his weight off, he will be really good. He will be ultra impactful. And now he have Nas Reid, he have Jaden McDaniel. What's
Nas Reid
happening?
Wait.
Oh,
Nas Reid isn't really playing any defense, bro. But McDaniels, I would say he's a top 5, top 3 perimeter defender in the league right
What's happening though? Why am not seeing some impact in defensive side that much?
now. What do you mean, bro? He guarded KD when he first came back, and KD shot 5 for 18. Every time he
I'm
guard,
referring the
e-
general defensive rating.
every time he guards Luka Doncic, I'm pretty sure
I'm
Luka Doncic
referring
does not have
Rudy
a.
Gobert. I'm Rudy Gobert and his impact.
You talking about Rudy Gobert? You talking about McDaniels?
I'm referring Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert apologists were telling me that if we have perimeter defender, good perimeter defender with him, he will be great. He will rise the team to
How
historic
many
defense.
how
They
many
were
rings
gassing him up.
how many rings does KD get if he went to the Heat instead of LeBron?
Instead of LeBron, I don't think they lose 2011.
I think him and D Wade would just be a better
But
fit.
wait. If he doesn't, then who would they play in 2012? Who would they play? The Spurs? Yeah, they beat the Spurs in the Western
In
Conference.
2012, I
That
think
defense
they
is nowhere
faced.
close to what it was, too.
In
Honestly, bro,
2012, yeah.
I think you had 2 to 3 rings, bro. Because
Yeah.
I mean, here's the deal though. In 2012 playoffs, Chris Bosh was hurt. Are they beating that Celtics team?
Yeah, KD don't play that kind of type of defense Brown was playing in 2012.
Yeah.
And also, not only that, like, I
What
think
does
people, I think, like, yeah, people kind of think that Dwayne Wade was superstar Dwayne Wade after 2011. Nah, he wasn't.
he was kinda in 2012, not in 2016.
Kinda in
Yeah,
2012.
his knee started
After
tripping.
Indiana series, even in Indiana series in 2012, he was inconsistent and like
Yeah,
he
was.
LeBron maximized it a lot
He was
because
still
of
at
his
20. He was still
playmaking.
like a 20 plus point per game scorer. In the
LeBron
playoffs.
playmaking in was kind of you maximizing guys like Mike Miller, guys like Shane Battier. Those guys were reaping the advantage of LeBron playmaking.
Mike Miller.
Mike
Oh,
Miller.
yeah, he was on this.
Mike Miller and Shane Battier.
I mean, Mike Miller barely played in the playoffs, but whatever.
I think that
that's when he had the bad foot.
Yeah, that's when he had the bad foot. But I think that KD and
In 2030, Mike Miller played really integral role though. Like in 2030, we ain't winning without Mike Miller.
I don't see KD beating the Spurs in either year.
20
And if Spurs play the way they did in 2040 finals, nobody's beating them.
That's what I'm
If
like.
they
2014, I don't think they have a shot.
In 2014, they beat
with the way that D Wade was playing.
In 2030, even in 2030, let's get nasty here. Let's get some nasty conversation.
2013,
with Pacer, with Roy.
Killer, can you stop interrupting people every 2 milliseconds? That'd be nice.
My bad. Go, man.
Yeah, no,
I think they for sure win in 2011. 2011
go ahead, bro.
Probably. Yeah.
2011, they for sure win. 2012, who would they play though? So
that's what I'm thinking.
Do they play OKC with LeBron instead?
That's what I'm.
Nah, they're facing their 60 wins Spurs team.
Probably, yeah, and then they just lose.
Yeah,
I think they win in 2013. Though.
I think they get 2. I think they get 2 rings though. At least 2 rings.
2014, they lose. That's just amazing.
Yeah, and they lose in the 2013 too, because like the Spurs are stupendously good that year. Where did the host go?
I mean, and if they do not have some KD isn't the playmaking. Like LeBron playmaking, I think people kind of understand. If LeBron ain't creating 5 shots for so many guys, like there was one game in 2030 final, I vividly remember LeBron has 60 or 70 points, and it was a blowout win for Miami because Spoelstra was like, hey, Bosh, hey, Wade, get on the bench. And LeBron was essentially playing with Mike Miller, Norris Cole, and Mario Chalmers. And they were blowing the Spurs out. Like, it was fucking blowout. Like, if they do not have LeBron playmaking, are they beating those Spurs? That's my question.
But I think that's the thing, though, bro. Like, I think KD would thrive playing with D Wade because it's just a better fit naturally.
And
like,
D Wade in 2030 final was inconsistent, really inconsistent. D Wade. In one game, he's like superstar. In another one, Spostra have to literally benched him.
Yeah, that's true.
I say like 2011 and maybe 2000. Maybe let's say 2012. I say they lose in 2013 and 2014 to Spurs.
Damn, SDSU lost. It's a
Wait,
wrap.
ain't you from San Diego, love?
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes. It's about to be like 2 minutes left. They're down by like 10. I think it's wraps.
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for them boys.
Mm-hmm. What game? Oh, then
I think they can get a 3-3 though with KD.
Yeah, I think they win 2 at least.
I think
they
can maybe get 3.
I think they win 2 at most. I don't see them beating the Spurs in 13 or 14.
Yeah,
14,
exactly.
The Huskies really just fucking destroyed this tournament. Jesus Christ. They've been blowing everyone the fuck out. Jesus Christ.
San Diego and them 30-year-old players they got over there.
Nah, but wow, the fucking Huskies fucking cooked everyone. Jesus Christ.
Before going to the match, what was like the favorites?
Probably the Huskies.
Yeah, the Huskies was like a 7-point favorite.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Not versus SDSU. I'm talking about like when the whole March Madness started. Like, what was like the favorites to go all the way?
That's a good ass question.
Houston and Alabama probably.
Even if tomorrow Warrior lose to Thunder and we beat the Jazz, we will be 6 seed, dog. I used to pray for time like this.
Hey man, you think the Mavericks are still gonna make the playoffs? I mean, they gotta win a game.
No. How? Miracle? How
no.
They still have a chance to make the play in the game.
It's theoretically possible.
No fucking way, bro.
Nah, impossible.
I'm gonna be honest, even if they make the play-in, they might just lose in the play-in.
They ain't making play-in because they have to face Chicago, Sacramento, and who the hell else? Spurs.
They're 1.5 games besides the 10th seed. Yeah.
I mean, they
have to like win 3 games straight, and if they ain't winning those 3 games, if they lose even one game, they're cool. They're done.
They already still thinking about sitting Luka and Kyrie down. So,
and here's another news: there is rumors, not rumors. Kyrie literally said to Chris Haynes he is looking to explore free agency.
Oh no,
Kyrie's gonna go
he's definitely gonna do that, but I think he's gonna. That's what I'm saying. Like he's a free agent. He's gonna just do his due diligence. I'm pretty sure he's gonna re-sign as a Dallas Maverick for sure.
If you are Laker, are you doing D'Lo for Kyrie signing trade?
No, you're not.
He is clearly better player than D'Lo, though, man.
But think about it though, bro. For them to get Kyrie, they would have to trade some of the other pieces, bro. Like you might have to get rid of
D'Lo.
D'Lo, more than just D'Lo.
D'Lo alone.
Take Malik Beasley, dog. Take Malik Beasley.
No, they would want probably Jared. The Mavs would want D'Lo and probably Jared Vanderbilt or.
They can eat my dick, but I won't give them Jared Vanderbilt. Fuck no. Jared Vanderbilt ain't going.
That's what I'm saying. They're not going to.
Jared Vanderbilt is getting max contract.
They're going to want him, though.
That's what I'm saying. If they're not getting a Vanderbilt or Austin Reeves, they're not going to take that. They're not going to take that.
I don't think they take even with Austin Reeves.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I think they would want D'Lo and Vanderbilt. I think that's what they would want.
They would definitely want.
We will give them D'Lo. We will give them D'Lo, sure.
But that's the thing.
That's not enough.
That's not enough, bro. Because D'Lo for
Malik Beasley and D'Lo, and we have a deal.
No, that's not
they don't
enough.
need Malik Beasley because they already got shooters. They just need defenders.
They need people that's going to play.
They're going to want Vanderbilt before they want D'Lo.
Vanderbilt will fit perfectly, with the Mavericks. Like he would.
Yes,
he could definitely.
He's just an up.
They need him.
They need a Vanderbilt.
Hey, here's what they can do, though. Here's what they can do. how about this? Like, let Kyrie go, have cap space, and sign Fred VanVleet.
Kyrie doesn't even have to agree to the sign and trade. He could just take less money and go to a different team. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
he could, but I don't think he's gonna do that.
He would have to take a pay
what is
cut.
his contract though? I think this is his last year of the contract.
Yeah, he's
Or
a free
did he have
agent.
to?
He's a free agent next season. He's a free agent this coming season.
She better not leave.
You know,
Did
he's
anyone have?
Take your ass to
It'd be a
bed.
bit funny if he left.
they're Malik. Dallas is gonna throw him the bag, bro. Like,
Yeah, they should.
they're gonna
They
throw him
need.
the bag.
They need to do so. Else they're just.
But
dead.
he's telling though that he's searching for free agent.
Yeah,
it wouldn't
And
make sense just to
he's
sign him for half a year.
he's looking for some place, and this team is in no man's land.
Where else would he go, Killer? Where else would he go?
I would like to see him in Philly, bro, with him, James Harden, and Joel Embiid.
I don't know.
I mean, but who are you going to trade to get Kyrie on the?
They would probably want like Tyrese Maxey. Who else would they want?
Because
They
think about
probably
it,
want
Kyrie's
someone
gonna-
like PJ Tucker too for defense. I don't know. They probably want like they for sure want Maxey, probably PJ Tucker.
That's the thing though. Like to make the money work, you got to trade. You damn near got to trade James Harden. Like because there's nobody else on the Sixers that's going to match up to make the money that Kyrie's going to make.
I don't know. Them on the floor would be filthy though.
Because Kyrie's going to
They
get a
need
max
to-
deal.
I mean,
You know
they
what
could
I'm saying?
trade like Tobias Harris because he's making like $30 million.
They could.
I don't know
They
if James
could.
Harden
Tyrese
is
But
Kyrie
Maxey,
gonna
are
Tobias.
they good defensively as they are without Tobias Harris though?
I mean,
Tobias Harris.
you could play McDaniels and Tucker, but their bench would
They
be.
probably don't want to play together again, Kyrie and Harden. I don't know if that's something that they want to do again.
Maybe.
I know, 'cause I
because
remember-
Harden. You're thinking about it, because Harden did leave Brooklyn.
They
because
did.
he
They
didn't wanna
did
play
try
with-
that already.
Yeah, he didn't want to play with Kyrie. He was
So that's
kind of
why-
fed up with Kyrie.
Maybe
If they got
I
Kyrie
think him
though,
and the
that they are
Suns.
in.
I think Kyrie for the Suns, him and KD. I think him and KD would still want to play with each
That'd
other.
be
Nah,
that'd be
that could
nasty.
happen.
I mean, I
That's what
can
they was
see
trying
it,
to
bro.
do
But
with
like,
Russ.
I don't think the money works on that.
I can see it, but yeah, I don't see how the
Chris
money
Paul
goes.
would.
Chris
They would
Paul
have to
gotta
just
go.
wave off Chris Paul, or he would just have to retire.
I'm about to say Chris Paul would have to go.
Yeah, Chris Paul would have to like. And then you
Even
would have to,
even then, they'd be really tight on money. That'd be very tight, and they'd not have a very good bench because they need to re-sign like everyone in the
Oh yeah, they
offseason.
definitely top heavy.
yeah.
Can they do? They can't do anything to get Fred VanVleet.
Fred
Who
VanVleet. I mean, if they didn't sign Kyrie, but I don't think like getting Fred VanVleet isn't really. I think that's moving you backwards. To be honest, like I don't think Fred VanVleet is better than Kyrie at all. Like,
Okay, how about this? Fred VanVleet, Chris Boucher, Precious Achua.
OG.
it would have to be OG.
See,
Fred
Kyrie can't even play in Toronto. Don't they still have that? Do they still have that COVID vaccination rule?
I doubt it.
I don't think they do because I think he was
the
playing.
world
He was
has
playing
kind of
there as
just
a Brooklyn.
started ignoring.
Remember he hit that game when they shot in Toronto. I think he's good in Toronto, but
Yeah.
I don't see. They would have to get rid of OG. I don't think they're getting rid of OG to get Kyrie.
I mean, OG
he
has
about to be
like
a free
really
agent?
good trade value right now. They should probably do something with that.
I think if they trade OG, I think they're going to want some picks. To be honest,
Maybe the maybe the Raptors could trade for Paul George and Kyrie.
and Kyrie.
Yep.
That'd be interesting.
That's a lot.
to see.
I mean, that would.
They would probably have to have a trio with Siakam, PG, and Kyrie.
I was gonna say like if they did that, they would have to gut their whole roster damn near to get.
Yeah, OG and
Get
Scotty
over.
Barnes would have to go.
Yeah, I don't.
Isn't
That's the
OG
thing.
a
I don't
free
think they're
agent?
getting rid of Scotty.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see how the Toronto is such a weird team. I don't see how they can't really compete because Siakam is gonna get old soon.
Yeah, he's already almost 30. So
Yeah, he's already oldish.
How would Kyrie and the
Man,
Clippers?
Siakam is getting old.
Yes.
I mean, he came in the league
Man.
kind of old already. So, I
2016.
mean,
Came in the league 2016.
yeah. So he was
I
already.
mean,
Like we
He's in
saw
his
him
prime,
being all-star level player since what 2020.
kinda.
Yeah, that was his first
2019. 2019.
Nah, he
I was
was an
at 2019.
all-star in 2019.
He
Like
doesn't.
in
Need,
2019,
won,
he
he
did
won-
play.
you don't need to
No,
be
no,
In
I'm saying-
2019, he did play
he did
group
win.
defense with Giannis.
No,
I
no,
will
I'm
give
saying-
him that.
I'm saying he won most improved player. He was averaging like 17, 18 a game, and then in the playoffs he stepped it up. You know what I'm saying? I think he was an all-star level player. And then the next year he was all NBA. So I mean,
He wasn't also 16 points per game and
Definitely.
17 and 7 doesn't really move me. That's not really an all-star in my opinion.
I think all around play he was, because I mean he's always been a very good defender.
Yeah.
But
what happened to his? I don't know. This year is weird. He's shooting really bad from 3 this year.
I'll say, what about him and the Clippers? Kyrie, with him, PG, and Kawhi.
I wonder who the Nets are going to get in the offseason.
That's what I was thinking, because like
that
the Nets are, because they have like an arsenal of they have
Jaylen
a lot
Brown?
of draft picks.
Try to pair up Jaylen Brown and Mikal Bridges.
Jesus Christ, that is going to be disgusting. Now, Mikal, like they might want to build around Mikal. Nah, they need a playmaker though. I don't think Dinwiddie is good enough for that.
No, they need a legit. No, I agree with that. They need a legit guard that's better than Dinwiddie, like way better than Dinwiddie. He isn't really moving.
Yeah, and like who else are they starting right now? Like Cam Thomas, he's
Cam Thomas. He's coming off the bench. He's not.
Cam Thomas not even starting. They should just build around Cam Thomas.
Is Cam even?
Oh yeah, they're starting Cameron Johnson.
Yeah, I don't know why they're not.
The thing about Brooklyn and Toronto is if they get a good shot creator like Paul George, something like that, they can go places, man.
I don't see.
That's the thing, though. Like, where you going? Like, you going to the second round? Like, I don't. Like, is it really moving the needle that
Paul
much?
George, like as roster they are constructed, obviously. Like Anunoby,
they need a
Siakam, Gary Trent. With Paul George, that's a nasty team. And Jakob Poeltl.
Like I think if they're going to make a trade, I think it's going to be a trade for like a first option, like a Damian Lillard type of player. I don't see them trading for like a second tier star like Paul George, because it's like it's not really moving the needle, and they'll just be trading all their assets to be big. You know what I'm saying?
Dame on the Heat would go insane.
Yeah, he would go insane.
Because like you have good defense around him for once. You have a Claxton, you have Bridges.
Just the trio of Dame, Jimmy, and Bam. That would be nasty as well.
Yeah, on the Heat, definitely.
So good.
Who would the Heat trade? So obviously Tyler Hero's gone, and who else?
That's the thing. I don't see them because with Portland want Tyler Hero, they already got Simons and Shaedon Sharp. You know what I'm saying?
Trade Kyle Lowry and Duncan Robinson.
Nobody wants.
Nobody wants Duncan Robinson.
Nobody wants either.
His contract is bad.
Until that's the last year, and they can get some money, and that's the only way. That's
Yeah.
And
Dame is a weird case. I don't know who can actually trade for him, because like he's 32, 33 now, so he's not going to be good for that much longer. He's like in the end of his prime.
Yeah, like Dame is at the stage where like if you trade for him, you got like two, maybe 3 year window, but 2 year window. It's
kind of like the same with how the Suns only have like a 2 or 3 year window.
I'm out on Dame, and I can't even front y'all. I'm out on Dame. If he was serious about all of that, he would have did that.
He would have been skated. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you, bro. Dame. He's a.
I love him.
Hey man,
he just be talking.
Out on Dame.
Just wait next year. Wemby and Dame will go crazy.
Yeah, they'll go crazy and win like 20 games. And they'll win like 40 games.
That'd be a crazy first round exit.
Honestly, if Portland does get the number 1 overall pick, I think they should just trade Dame.
Yeah,
that would get him more. That would get him more incentive to trade Dame, because it's like now you got Sharp and
your next guy.
It doesn't make sense if you got Victor and then you're trying to still build around Dame. Like you got to trade Dame for a whole bunch of draft picks and young players around.
Because honestly, bro, like whoever gets Wemby, like you got to give him the keys. You can't just. He's the type of player where you got to see what he is as a first option, as the leader of your team. Him being with Dame
can adjust to the secondary role though.
Has he ever done that though? And like, when's the last time he's done that?
He can do it though.
We've never
do it. When he was the last time he did that with LaMarcus Aldridge.
Think about it. That was 10 years ago, bro.
I think he can do it, but it's just like
that was 9-10 years ago, bro.
over,
He's just
man.
gonna
That
he's just
was
gonna be
Done.
he's just
that
gonna
was
be an
8
elite.
years ago.
That
He's
was
just
10
gonna be
years.
an
You feel me?
elite.
That was
Them
10
years are
years ago. Like
done. Them years are
that's
done.
over with, bro.
He's just gonna be an
It's
elite
over.
scorer, right? So I think he could play the
Yeah.
second role, but I think it's just best just for them just to trade him.
Bro,
Get those-
Dame is just going. At this point, bro, Dame is just going to put up his numbers, and it's not going to really.
Or he
It's
gonna
not going to
ride,
mean much, bro.
ride
I think
away
it's
in
just best to
Portland.
trade him. If they have the number 1 pick than Victor, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a long
Even,
shot too. So
even
it's
if
like,
they
Because
don't,
I
they're
hope
just
to God Houston don't get it.
yeah, if Houston, I think they
I
might
don't
fix it
want
good, bro.
Houston to get anything.
For
With
real.
them playing that
They-
AAU
Houston
ball,
already.
they might.
Yeah,
They
I
might
hate
fuck
that.
up
If they get a new
Houston
coach,
already have their center. They have
If-
fucking Schengen. Why
Yeah, if they
shouldn't
get
they
a
want?
if they get
Oh,
a
I
new
fuck
I
with
fuck with
coach,
Sengun. Sengun is tough. Sengun is tough.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
I think you could try to. I think you could try to experiment and see if you could.
if they
see,
get the
you know what I'm saying,
second
play
pick,
with.
if they get the second pick, they'll get Scoot. I think Scoot because they would be Sengun, Scoot, Jabari Smith, and Jalen Green.
That's the
Yeah, I would
thing. Though.
say-
Somebody got to go then. Kevin Porter.
Kevin Porter.
Kevin Porter would have to
Gotta
go.
go. He's been playing
Bye
pretty
bye,
good.
Kevin Porter.
Or
He's
he would
been
just go
playing
to the
pretty good, but
bench.
he would
Yeah,
have
he
to
would just
go.
go to the bench.
Kevin Porter just becomes 6-man or something.
Yeah. I don't think he want to be a 6-man though. To be honest.
But
You don't think the
I-
Rockets, if the Rockets
Also,
get,
man,
if
that
the Rockets get
Jalen
like an
Green
actual
and
coach, if the Rockets
need
get like
a-
an if they get an actual coach and they get Victor, you don't think they'll fit well? Then Sengun would go to the bench, Jabari Smith,
Nah, he
Jalen
should be able
Green,
to
and
play.
but
Victor.
I don't want.
No, I don't think
Sengun could
Sengun will
pass.
go to the bench though. I think you would start
He could
Sengun at the
start too.
5.
They could play together. Sengun could
Yeah, I was about
pass.
to say
Yo.
you put Victor at the 4.
please
You have
don't
him.
Houston to
So
Wemby.
You have him.
Jabari goes to the
J-
bench?
You have him in that Triple J role. You know where he's roaming and you know what I'm saying, playing help defense, and then you had Jabari at the 3, Green at the 2, and then Kevin Porter at the 1. I think that's how you run that, and then see how that works. And if it doesn't work, then you trade Sengun because you could get a lot for Sengun. You can get a lot for him for sure. But if he does
Or
go to the Rockets, I think
Jabari would just have to go to the bench. To be honest,
that's the thing, though. I don't see any of them going to the bench because we looking at them are first overall, second overall picks, bro. I don't think you just send them to the bench of the second year in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like
Man,
you gotta let them.
happen. They stink.
You
They
gotta
gotta
let them
somebody-
rock out, bro. You gotta let them rock
Yo,
out.
somebody
You know
got to
what I'm saying?
figure out how to be a big boy over there, man. Them niggas is all like on some kiddie shit over there, man. They got to
That's
figure it out.
That's the culture, though, bro. That's the culture.
Y'all
Like
niggas
the
is
coaching.
NBA. Y'all getting paid major money. Go sit your ass down till you learn how to play properly. Them niggas stink, bro. Yeah, that shit is trash over there. I can't even stomach that.
yeah. What about if he goes to Detroit? Like it would be
I'm fucking with
Jaden Ivey. It would be
I'm
Jalen
fucking with that heavy.
Derwin.
I'm fucking with that.
James Wiseman and Wemby front court.
That's the thing, though.
Good
Like,
lord.
why? No. This is what you would do. You would start Jalen Duran, Victor, K, Ivy, and then whoever is the wing. That's a crazy. I think that's a crazy starting.
Bojan
five
is the
right
wing.
there, like,
Would be the
What
wing.
about my guy Killian Hayes, man?
he gotta go, bro. He gotta
He
go.
sucks.
He has to go.
Bro needs
He's
to
so
leave the
good.
league.
Only thing he's doing is he's just helping us because I'm from Detroit, so he just helping us tank, bro. That's all he doing. That's all he good for. Like, he's not,
Excellent team coming.
What
in
is?
for
What do
you.
you think? What do you think is the best team and the worst team that Victor can go to? That's
I
obviously
think the
tanking
worst
for him.
worst team is
Worst team is
Rockets.
Houston.
Best team is worst team is Rockets. I think best team is either Detroit or
The Spurs. You think
Jazz.
the Spurs?
The Spurs
Hey,
have
man,
a
hey, man.
competent
I think the
coach.
best team is
They
Detroit,
about
bro.
to be in the lottery.
Who?
Or shit. I mean, if we being honest, bro, like if the
Mavs?
Mavs keep tanking, the best team would be the Mavericks. You put him with Luka and Curry, that'd be
Hey,
nasty.
oh my god, that's nasty.
Do you
That,
think
But
he?
that'd
Do you
be-
think,
that'd
do
be
you
a-
think
that'd
he's
be a
gonna be
long
good?
shot,
You
but
think he's
that'd
gonna
be
be
nasty
good defensively though, Victor?
Hell yeah.
yo.
Hell yes.
He's 7'4" with like an
Hell
8-foot
yeah.
wingspan. He has to. He's
Nobody
He
is
has no-
coming
he has no-
near him.
He has
Yes,
no
they
That
are.
choice.
thing is,
I mean,
dude
he's
is
still getting
quick as
abused.
hell.
You seen the shit the other day where he shot a 3, missed a 3, and caught the shit off a rebound and dunked it. Yo, he just got to be.
No,
in the
I know.
area, yo.
Offensively,
All
he's
you
gonna
gotta
be
do-
great.
No,
I'm talking about
I
defense
say
because
that.
he's kind of skinny and like frail.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
that's what I'm saying. I
Mobley
say
is
that to
also
say
pretty
off
skinny,
ball.
and he's like a
That's what I'm
defense
saying.
candidate.
Off ball, if he's coming over as your help defender,
It's over. It's
good
over.
luck.
It's
Good
over.
Is he
fucking luck.
good guarding on the perimeter?
Hell,
Probably
he
not.
got
Hell
some
yes.
chops on him. He got some chops
Nah,
on him. Yeah, he can move his
I
feet.
mean, in where he's playing now, he won't be in the NBA. That's gonna take
Yeah.
some time. But as an off ball, just coming over as a help defender to help, he's gonna be amazing from day one doing that. Learning how to move his feet and deal with contact. That's obviously gonna be a learning curve.
Yeah.
Talent in the NBA. That's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
As far as just being a help defender and just helping from on the coming off the weak side, he's gonna get a whole lot of blocks.
Yeah,
I think the
Like
worst
like
team.
him as a
One thing that I don't like though, that in Dallas they might make him, hey, go to the corner and shoot
Oh no.
threes.
No way in
They
hell.
might use him like that because that's exactly what they did with Kristaps Porzingis.
Okay, he sucks. So, nah, I'm fucking
Kristaps
with
did
you.
not suck.
What
Let's
about
be
him?
fucking.
Short. The Hornets.
Oh Jesus
Melo?
Christ! Him and Lamelo would be very fun.
That would be
What?
cool.
Him and Lamelo would
That
be
would
pretty
be
cool.
on Bleacher Report
But
24/7.
what about him in Orlando? I think the worst team for him to
Ball
go
is
is
life.
probably the Spurs
It's Houston.
and Houston and the
Spurs
Spurs.
would be best for his development though. Their
Is it?
development team is just chef kiss. Their development team is so good.
I mean, we say that yet they have not done shit since Kawhi left. They have
They
literally been
literally
fucking.
have when Kawhi let DeMar DeRozan have his best years,
I
we
I
see
still hear
Dejounte Murray develop, and their current guys too, man. Watch their young
Yeah,
team.
and
They
do jack
have
shit.
how much longer is Pop really gonna be there?
Probably not a lot. He's gonna be there.
Yeah,
Next
like
few
Pop is
more
probably gonna be there.
he
Maybe
is gonna be there till the day he die.
Pop
He's
gonna make
gonna
the pick
never
and then
leave.
tell everybody he retiring after he gets Wemby. Like this is what I was here for. I got Wemby.
That'd be
Peace
fucking
out, y'all.
hilarious. He just
Like dead
trolls.
ass. Like Pop is
He
what
gets
74, 75. He ain't about to be coaching no 18-year-old till he's like that's another 10 years. He ain't coaching till he 80 something. Pop ain't gonna be there too much longer.
yeah.
He's gonna be there till he's 90, dog. He's gonna stay there.
I think he might just be tired of fucking
All right,
coaching
peace
soon.
out, Drew.
That too. He just need a break from the coaching, like which would be fair. Like the nigga been around the game for about however many. Like, come on.
A few
He
decades.
been here
Like
since
Pop been
1996 or
6,
97.
uh,
97 to
96,
be
25
exact.
years straight, no breaks, 25 years, bro. That's OD. Traveling, all that. You don't see your family. I mean, that takes. He in his
Yeah,
wonder years, man.
How old is he though?
He in his golden
Very.
years, man. He got
Victor
injured.
would also have to put on muscle because his frame might get him
Jesus,
hurt.
he's 74 years old.
Yeah, man. He ain't got
Maybe
He might get another 2 years out of Pop, and maybe not even.
He's so fucking old. Jesus Christ.
I could see Pop pulling
he
it quick.
might play. He will coach till 80 though. I will say
Listen.
that.
Killer, tell me this: if they don't get Wemby, you think he's sitting on the bench for another 18 win?
If they don't get Wemby, then he is fucking retiring.
I'm out. I'm
He
on the first
fucking
thing
gone.
smoking. I'm on the
He
first.
d-
He will be gone. But if Wemby is there, then he will coach till he's 90-year-old.
Yeah, Victor. Y'all agree with this? Victor would also have to put on muscle because his frame.
He's already doing that. Victor have put a lot of muscle in his.
Nah, it's a process. It's gonna take time. Kind of like KD. He's never gonna be really big, but he has to get.
Yeah, it's
stronger.
hard. It's hard for him to put up muscle because
That kind
like
of frame. You could see
tall-
his frame. He doesn't carry muscle on his frame. That's not gonna be He's not gonna be a muscular guy ever in his life. He's gonna be similar to KD, but he's long. He'll be strong. He won't be muscular.
start, bench, cut, pop, Kurt. The hell is that? Phil? Is that supposed to be Phil Jackson?
Phil Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So your team.
I'm starting Kirk because he was actually a good NBA player at us. How do you fucking start and how do you bench a coach? How does that
No,
work?
I think it's coaching only.
Yeah,
Coaching
I hope so.
only.
I hope
So-
so.
Yeah, coaching. Starting Pop, benching Kerr,
I'm
cutting
benching
Phil.
Can't cut
I'm-
Phil. Come on,
You
Killer.
can't cut Phil.
You a Laker
Hey,
guy,
man.
man. Phil, he got you 6 of them things, and you a Laker guy, Killer. Come on, man. He got you 6
I'm-
of
But
them.
the thing
I'm
is,
cutting Kerr.
triangle do not work in today offense.
I don't care.
Yeah,
We're
he still
talking
got
about
you
the
6
fucking
rings
Lakers.
though.
I mean,
I don't.
are we talking about which coach would you have for a
All
game?
time.
All time. Okay, all time it's benching Phil. All time I might start Phil and bench Pop.
That's me.
Yeah, if it's all time, yeah.
I'm starting to feel I'm benching Pop and I'm cutting Kerr.
Yeah, I'm doing the
Yeah.
same
Yeah,
thing as
if
well.
it's all time,
Yeah,
if it's
Kerr is
all
most
time, then
yeah.
yeah.
What if
Kerr
it's about to
100%.
start your team like currently?
Then
Oh, to
I'm
start my
probably
team, Pop,
cutting. Yeah, I mean,
Pop, yes, Pop.
yeah,
Bob
Pop.
Curd,
Pop, Kerr,
Phil.
Phil. To start my
Yeah,
team, Pop, Kerr, Phil.
Phil
Yeah,
gets
that's actually a
Pop,
good
cut if
question.
it's like if it's current day, because like I don't think the systems work anymore. They outdated.
Hey, man. Appreciate being here, man. I'm going to sleep now.
All right,
Alright,
Good night, y'all.
good
peace
night.
out, killer.
All right, killer. Same, fellas. I'm about to call it a night.
All right,
Basketball.
I'm answer this last question. We'll end it. Does basketball take more skill than football?
Is
Which
basketball.
football are we talking about?
Things American football?
If it's American football, no. If it's the real football, then hell no. That man playing a game with your feet only is insane.
I think basketball takes more skill than football. I think football requires more athleticism.
Which football?
American football.
I agree.
Because basketball, you
Mm,
gotta learn the skills defensively and
Well,
offensively. When it comes to
yeah,
American football, it's just more of your position.
Because I was gonna say positionally, because I mean, not that they aren't, but I do find it hard to believe that dudes that are 6'4" or 340 are incredibly athletic. I'm sure they are athletic. They're I mean they play a
Yeah.
professional sport, so they clearly are athletes. But it's gonna be tough to convince me that those are the greatest of athletes.
Yeah, because when it comes to a football player, like for example, like a receiver, you gotta have like obviously the speed, the athleticism, but you
Yeah,
gotta have
yeah.
like the hands, the hand-eye coordination, the footwork, the
What
route
about
running
what
stuff. When it comes,
about soccer though? What about like internet, like football, like European
um,
football?
soccer is like it's the same thing, right? Because it would be because you would have to have an insane level of stamina and endurance to even
yeah,
play soccer.
Your conditioning has to be just Oh my god, that shit is
yeah.
just
They're
Then you would
quite
have to have an
consistent.
amazing footwork. You would have to have the kick power too.
no. That's what I'm
The
saying. That's why I would
accuracy,
say
like
basketball is more. I mean, not
Yeah,
basketball,
you
soccer.
also need an absurd amount like game though, because like the press, like even offensive players in like European football will defense. They'll like put a press on.
yeah, I think out of like the four main sports, like baseball, football, soccer, basketball, I think the one that takes the most skill is probably soccer and basketball. I think the
Yeah,
hardest skill, like if we're just doing the hardest thing to do, I'm pretty sure it's baseball. To hit like a 95, 98 mile per hour ball is really hard because
Yo,
it
yeah,
has
that's
to be
so underrated.
it
People
has to be
don't understand.
it has to be perfection of your timing, and you also have to have the power too to hit that chip far. So
Nah,
mm.
that people
That's like
underrate
only half.
how crazy it is to hit a baseball.
That's only like one part of the game though. There was also
Yeah,
like
yeah,
people
that's what I'm
really
saying. Like I'm
underrate.
saying, if it's like one part of the game that's the hardest, I think hitting like a 98 mile per hour ball, like a curveball, fastball, like it's gonna be harder than like the hardest thing to do in soccer,
Uh,
basketball, or some shit like that. To be
yeah,
honest,
all right,
I
so
can believe that.
field goal to win the game, penalty kick to win the game, free throws to win the game, or ninth inning 3-2 count.
it's harder
Yeah,
as a defender, or as a scorer.
as the person on the like if you're the field goal kicker, or if you're in soccer, you're the penalty taker,
That
or if you're
depends on the field goal length. But yeah,
I think the basketball is the easiest. It depends on also the field goal length as well.
I mean,
yeah,
just relatively
free
speaking, calling it
throw.
like
It's the free throw, then it's the penalty, and then it's it might be actually
Probably baseball the hardest, to be honest.
yeah.
that 3-2 count, one pitch, man, that gotta be.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know enough about baseball to talk about that.
Hmm.
I do not know shit about baseball.
Yes, sir.
All
Well,
right, fellas, you love that this over for tonight. Ain't nobody else getting back on.
I'm gonna stay for like 5 more minutes, to be honest. If nobody pulls up, then we gonna end it. It's kind of my fault for kind of streaming late, but that's because
Yeah,
we had college basketball today, so
Oh,
you know
okay.
everyone's watching that.
All right, I'll jump on a little later, see if y'all back on. All right.
All right, peace out.
Yeah.
Are you staying here too, or are you leaving?
I leave, I guess.
All right, then I'm probably just gonna end it. I'm just gonna end it. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace.